Okay, all, welcome back. Let's get right into Bitcoin because we have a lot happening right now. Currently, I am on the 30-minute time scale, and I'm choosing this because we have a lot of confluence with our moving averages and Fibonacci poles. You can see right now our 200 on our 30-minute. We did roll under it and used it as resistance. There's the 200 in the dark blue. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Currently, we're popping up at resistance. We have our top range VWAP, our mid-range VWAP, and our bottom range VWAP. We got a beautiful touch at the bottom and a big bounce. Now currently we are fighting our mid-range VWAP, the 200, and trend lines. This red trend line comes down, and really trend lines just confluence with moving averages, and that's why trend lines work sometimes. Let's just remove this trend for now. So you can see here that this is a spear tip, what I call it, because we have a lot of confluence of rejection right here. We have the 382 coming in. We have our mid VWAP, which is this lighter blue line, our 200 on the 30-minute, and you can see we're having just some grief getting past this zone. Now, if you're wondering what these gold and dotted lines are, here, and up here, this is a custom-built ascending channel chart that I built, and I could not be more pleased with the way this played out, because this bottom VWAP also had confluence with my mid channel line, and our resistance, we're trying to reclaim this upper channel. So a solid claim up here. Let's talk about that scenario. So a claim of the mid VWAP and the 200, and we catch above the 382. I see momentum taking us up into 61866 golden pocket, and this top VWAP will be coming down like this to meet it. So we may get this touch here before finding more resistance. At that point, we'll be at the top side of this trading range, coming in at approximately 69.5. Now we do have this trading range up here that if we gain acceptance into, we'll start trading higher. So we're just now going to do a fixed range tool from here to here. And you can see how we have a value area low, point of control, value area high. So really gaining acceptance into this old trading range, defeating the 786. We can look for another tap of the top, or we defeat it and go on to make new highs. Going to another Bitcoin chart, you can see we are now on the daily time frame, and we still have the same bottom touch of VWAP, mid-range, but now what's interesting is we have our 20 moving average on the daily, which is once support, is now acting as resistance. So that's another confluent point of overcoming and then bouncing up. And on a broader range pole, we also have the value area low as confluent resistance. So we find ourselves at another pivotal point. We either reject here and roll back over, or we claim this area and start trading in this range again. Now, a bearish scenario, if we do end up rolling over, we'll have another touch of the VWAP and possibly a touch of our 50 before moving back up, at which point we'll just be forming falling wedge. Taking a look at ETH, we did speak about us tapping this 786 again, which we did indeed do. We had a swing failure to the downside and a run up to touch our 618. That was a big run up and a perfect rejection. Let's see if ETH can move back up to the 618 and overcome it and move back up. Looking over at ETH, channel chart for the win once again. Touched our mid channel perfectly, and now we're finding resistance at the top side of channel. And now ETH did lose a lot more ground compared to Bitcoin. It did surpass its 50, and now it's reclaiming. So let's look for this channel to be reclaimed, and its next battle zone would be this gold line confluent with the 20, and that's coming in right around 3,500. But first we got to get past this 3380 on a daily close. Same story over here in our total crypto market cap. We're finding resistance at the 20 perfectly. Once was support, is now resistance, and the 20 is currently coming in at $2.4 trillion. If we do roll over from here, we'll touch this 50 coming in at 2.16 trillion. And it could very well wick past this, retest our 2618 before a big move back up, which would be very confluent with what I was talking about, forming a falling wedge on the bearish scenario. And if you'd like to join my group, I will give 50% off your first month, where I make calls like Myro, where I had the group enter right here for a 500% gain, where I called out SHIB at the bottom before the boom. I gave this to group. We were in all these meme coins before they took off. SHIB, WIF, Myro,